Hey guys, and welcome back to the Cinema 4D class, learning how to make a low poly tree. So going back into our Photoshop file, we can see all the different tree sketches that we created. So of the three trees, we're gonna pick this one. So we're only gonna use it as a sort of light reference of the shape of the tree that we're going to make. So first things first, we'll click a cube, and we'll use that as a base to start our tree. So zoom into the cube, just going to lift it up the y-axis here, and then I'm going to click this Fong tag and click delete, and then we're going to click on this button here to make the cube editable. So I'm just going to show you a few ways to extrude the polygon here, making sure that the polygon selection tool is selected on the left hand side. We can select a polygon or a face, and then the first way that you can do it is by holding on Control button or on the Control key, and then moving the clicking on the arrows and moving it up like so. You can also use the other arrows and do the same thing, so holding the Control key and then dragging it along the x-axis or along the z-axis. Another way you can do it is by right clicking on the polygon and then selecting the extrude key, and then by highlighting on the polygon you can sort of click and drag to the right to extrude that particular polygon. But for this one, for me personally, I find that holding on to Control and sort of using the arrows to extrude the polygon is a lot quicker. So that's what we're going to use for this tutorial. So I'll also show you the scale tool up here. So if you click on the scale tool, the arrows will turn into boxes, and you can sort of just pull on these boxes to sort of scale these sides up according to the axis. So if we just sort of choose the polygon, we can sort of scale the top polygon down a little bit, which will kind of taper, make a sort of tapered cube for the base of our tree trunk. Oops. And then from there I'm going to extrude the top up like so, using holding on to Control, clicking on the blue arrow and then moving it up, and I'm just going to move it slightly to the left and then taper it again using the scale tool. So moving it slightly down, and then I'm going to extrude it up again, moving it to the left, just sort of to try and follow our sketch here in Photoshop. You can see that the tree trunk is sort of curving to the left, so you want to do the same here, curve it to the left, and then making sure that the tree looks interesting from all angles, making sure that the top polygon is selected. I'm going to click on the scale tool and then make it smaller again, like so. So just a quick check all around the tree trunk to make sure that we're happy with it. I'm just going to extrude it up one more time, and you'll see why in the next lesson. Do the same thing again, just moving it around, seeing what works best, and then once we're happy with that, we'll move on to the next lesson of the class. So in the next lesson we'll teach you how to extrude our tree trunk even further by creating tree branches. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson.